What's this? A bar that's close to 40 minutes? What are the odds?
It's
Yep.
like I'm trying to rush this dungeon or something.
You might as well just put in like a huge, I don't know, like a speed up video.
Alright,
I
so now
think
we are.
parts of this video might actually be speeded up.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So welcome to the discussion episode of
About
Dark
what?
Cloud. I don't know.
Well,
Tangents. Let's
let's
just make them up.
let's start with seeing what King Nothing can do.
He hits switches.
You can hit switches.
Yeah, switches. That is
it.
all.
That's it.
That's it.
Like, literally, that's it.
That's all.
That's it.
That's really underwhelming.
I
I
mean,
told you.
That's actually really like. Yeah. By the way,
never gonna use never again.
by the way, this dungeon has 17 floors, so we have 7 more floors we got to get through. Oh man, oh gosh, this is gonna get like longer as we go, because I believe there are 5 dungeons in this game, and we're on the second one.
Those
And this is part 12.
those 10 dungeons are in, but I don't do the 7th because that's optional, and there's only so many times you can crawl in this game before it drives you insane, and I really like to get to Neo Automata.
That's why I'm really.
I
That's
really
actually.
want
What?
He really wants to go to Nier Automata.
That's actually one reason why I'm afraid to actually play dot hack GU for this, because it is a very dungeon crawl heavy game. Well, more like why I'm afraid of recording both that and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Did you just turn back?
Yeah, because
There was nothing there, right?
mustache. There's a mustache key door coming up, and I haven't gotten the key for it yet.
Ah,
So I'm going backwards.
yeah. But yeah, that's actually That's actually one of the other reasons. Like, I'm like afraid of recording dot hack GU and like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, because those are very heavy on the dungeon crawling.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck these more monsters.
Well, I mean, dot hack GU does have backs up the long amounts of dungeon crawling with a really good story. The issue is though that you got to get through the dungeon crawling to get to the really good story.
Yeah, that's the same thing with, like... That's why I don't like dungeon crawlers a lot, because they fucking suck sometimes. I think I was stuck in one of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, that mountain where you fight the Drowsy.
Yep.
Yeah, I was stuck on that. I was stuck on that because I started as a Trico.
I was a Riolu.
The whole thing with
Oh, you poor thing. Those freaking Starlies, those rare level 9 Starlies.
Yeah.
I
What?
seem to snipe you with wing attack.
Yep. And also not helping is that Drowsy is a psychic type against a fighting type.
Yep.
Alright, well, what were you saying, Hal?
I was saying, because having to go through dungeon crawling to get to a good story, that's pretty cool in a nutshell.
Yeah. To be fair though, that's a good chunk of storytelling in dungeon crawlers. Is that you got to crawl through the dungeon to get to the end, or to get to the next bit of story, to get that next little taste of plot before you just go back into the dungeon. Oh, that was cool. And now we're never using him again.
I really do not like those mole monsters.
Yeah.
They look like they hurt a lot for some strange ass
I
reason.
used the fluffy donut.
The defense.
It's
I feel
tasty.
so much more fluffier.
Ah. Also, you're getting thirsty.
Just you're just gobbling up everything.
I'm
Wow.
just starting to use everything.
Have you ever seen that webcomic of making fun of BioShock Infinite where you're grabbing everything? When it's like grabbing everything, and he's like all the food, like the cigarettes and the salts are like all like he's eating all of them.
All in his mouth.
Oh, that is
He has all of his mouth.
yeah. It's like what they don't show you in FPSs. That or the
I remember that.
that or if with the Doom camera you have like a third arm growing out of your chest.
Yeah. Progression. Oh, no, never mind. It's a mimic.
Just a damn
I
mimic.
hate mimics.
We all
I hate
hate
most of the
mimics.
monsters on this plane.
It's a hornet.
Final sting.
No final sting.
Yep. Final sting flashbacks. What's this? You're poisoned.
What's that? You're instant dead. You're dead from one shot. Oh, what was that?
You seem to have some sort of animosity from that.
Yeah, totally. It's not like I'm that guy who targets the hornets as soon as he sees them on sight.
Whoosh. The sword looks like a freaking keyblade.
It kinda does, actually.
Yeah, it does. Honestly, though, it kind of reminds me of the Spring Blossom Greatsword with like the design. It kind of reminds the Spring Blossom Greatsword from Monster Hunter World.
How was that game?
Fantastic.
It is a brilliant game that I need to play more of.
Same.
I never played Monster Hunter, so yeah.
Well, the good part is you don't. Well, the good part is Hal's never played it either, and he loves it. In fact,
I thought you already been to this area already.
to be fair, we've
This
been
was
through a
the
lot
part
of this
that
area.
That is true.
This is the part. This is the part that I had to turn back for.
Also,
Okay.
also, what made Pokemon Mystery Dungeon annoying with the dungeon crawling is that it's a roguelike dungeon crawler.
Yeah, they all just walk.
Yep.
Thank you, Joanne Favors.
Yeah.
I got a pointy chestnut.
You mean you
It's
can
bigger
run in
than-
those games, but it drains your hunger like crazy.
Yeah, I fucking hate the hunger meter. That's like the worst. Oh, hello, Mimic.
Through a recent playthrough of Explorers of Sky, I found out there's an actual mechanic in the game that prevents you from staying on a floor for too long.
Yeah, there is.
There's an invisible force that's crawling to find you, and if you run out of time, you get kicked out of the dungeon, and it's treated as a death.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. That happened to me.
Oh yeah,
And
huh?
I never looked at the game the same way ever again.
Yep. Which, by the way, I figured out that mechanic out during the unknown dungeon,
Oh,
where you have to
poor thing.
where you have to collect unknown stones. I hate that dungeon so much. I will say though, the absolute what's up, Hal?
Don't you just hate it when the last chest in the dungeon's a minute?
Yep.
Don't you hate it when the last enemy has the item you need?
Yep. I will say that the absolute worst fight in Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky is the Darkrai fight at the very end of the game. Because
Yeah, I agree. I also hate the graduation fight. I hate the graduation fight a little more.
the graduation fight, because you're going up against the entire guild and it's just you and your partner.
Because of Diglett, honestly, because it knew Earthquake.
Yep. It did damage
got to
everyone
pick-
else though.
Yeah, Wigglytuff. I know, but the Wigglytuff and Shaytot were really strong too.
Oh dude, I
Uh,
again, I just hate fighting all of them because it's like the equivalent of fighting a monster house.
And the music was just both unsettling and taunting at you.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, little kitty music as you're fighting the entire guild to graduate.
They're probably beating your ass right now. Hello, Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate these guys too.
What do they do?
They throw pumpkin bombs at you and spin at you if you get too close to them, so they're really hard to hit.
Is it like Pumpkinhead
it's
from
one-
Power Rangers?
Oh, it's one of those enemies.
I really do not like some of the enemies in this dungeon.
Well, yeah, because if they're not poisoning you, they're just being annoying as hell.
Yeah. Here, take this. Dear fuck, even though it dies, it hits you. That's not fair.
I call that martyrdom. If anyone here's ever, if anyone's here played Call of Duty,
Yes, that's one way to get a cheap kill.
mm-hmm. or just the entire concept of Junkrat.
He's not that bad.
I'm sorry, but when you're a soldier and you're just dashing past his dead corpse and a ring of grenades just comes out and you die, and then you die because
Maybe you should. Maybe you should. I don't know. Get good.
I am good. I am good at Overwatch.
Ask Haley, stop getting hit by this mole.
I wish. Just
get King Nothing. Just get King Nothing and kill these damn moles. Because it doesn't.
How many times? Oh, that was like 4 times he went to the item screen.
Uh-huh.
Did you get it this time? Yes, he did.
Fuck you, Mo.
Remind me not to let you play Dark Souls.
Huh.
Oh, I had my fill of Bloodborne. That's enough.
Yeah.
Those pumpkin guys can snipe you off.
You see that motherfucker? He threw it off from off screen.
Yeah, he can snipe you off screen, dear lord.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not going to cause me any problems in any time in the future.
Yep. Funds increase the love. That's come on. Now it gives you that?
Yeah.
You got a tree. Even though there's so many trees out here.
Go away, X.
Yeah, the tree is kind of a waste of time because I've already built the building you need the tree for.
So yeah, now things are just kind of becoming useless until later.
Until I get another building or something.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, another tree.
Hey, another
Yay, a tree. Oh look, a giant mimic king. It has 4 arms, it has a Gatling gun for eyes,
If only.
and rocket launchers for feet.
Again, if only.
It also has for teeth, too.
Is Kazan about to get owned by a mole?
Kazan,
Let's find
stop
out.
being owned. Kazan, stop being owned by that mole.
That mole is a pain in the ass. Don't make me have to give you 7 across the ass, Hwhite.
You have 7 fingers. Tell me
Maybe.
more.
Maybe. You're gonna get 7
Spank
across
me.
the ass!
Spank me harder, Daddy, Kazan. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that.
Hey, but not helping is I have 69 I have 69 health.
Oh. Those moles are giving you
A
quite hard
really
time.
bad time.
I really do not like the moles. They're the worst
I
enemies
noticed.
in this stuff.
Maybe
Well, I'm
if
surprised you
like,
just
walk-
get... Huh?
I'm surprised you're not just walking up to them and slashing them.
That or getting King Nothing out.
That's true.
Get your damn
That
stands.
thing's name is a flea flea.
Yeah.
Is that something for Japanese for a mushroom?
Maybe.
I am not sure if that's a Japanese word for mushroom or just bad translation.
Bad
be either
translation.
or.
I'd like to think
Bad
bad
translation.
translation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe... Wait, let me... You know what? Let's just Google this.
He's testing his luck.
Google Translate.
I
And
can
some
tell-
says no.
I can tell you I'm trying to test your luck. Oh, another one.
Another
With
one.
The punk on Halloween trying to snipe you.
Another one.
With, for some reason, perfectly good aim.
It is not. Flea flea is definitely not the Japanese word for mushroom. It is the Japanese word for mushroom is kinoko.
Okay, makes sense.
And this is the point where I said, fuck all of them. Fuck all of them. I am going to kill them.
Haley, be careful. You're gonna transform into your final form sooner than usual.
What is this? Dragon Ball Super?
That was underwhelming.
So is the ending of Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah. I mean, what was wrong with restoring all the universes back to normal?
Because it was just boring. I'm like, again, the ending of Dragon Ball Super. I will always describe the ending of Dragon Ball Super as a good ending to a disappointing arc.
Oh. You know, I prefer... Its abs are full.
Ha.
Maybe you should do this.
Don't. You fool!
Uh-oh. Wait, can it up?
What? What did you do?
I know.
I know what I'm doing. I think.
What time are you guys at?
15, 33, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, look at that Fleefly. That's the face of a nihilist.
Okay. Oh yeah, but...
That thing almost killed you because it was gonna spin again.
Yeah.
Yep. I have made it pushing my luck with this dungeon now.
This game...
Past Haley's like breathing heavily.
This game is... This game is test your luck, the game.
It is a roguelike dungeon.
Yeah, but... Well, I mean, with other roguelikes, or at least with the modern ones, they, like, give you heavy punishment for death. In this game, it's just you lose half your money, which money is a valuable resource in this game. But, like, in, like, Rogue Legacy... Huh?
You saw how much the Wise Owl sword was.
Yeah.
That sword, man. Is
Yeah,
that the most expensive thing in the game?
Until end game it is, actually.
Wow.
Oh my god. You
Which,
got well 3.
Yeah, also, again, as Hwhite and I talked about, like, with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, if you die in that game, you lose half your inventory. And half
I thought
your
you
money.
lose all your inventory.
No, I believe you lose half your inventory and half your money.
Oh, I hate that so much. That's why I hate roguelike dungeons.
Mhm.
Because the chance that you die could just fuck you over.
Yeah, because
Especially with the Blue Gummies Manaphy quest. Fuck that.
RNGesus can either really like you in that game or not at all.
Oh boy, here we go.
Are you taking the trolley?
I am taking the back door for this
Oh.
area. Wait till you see what happens. It is amazing.
You'll never believe. Doctors hate him.
Are you gonna speed right through it?
Sort of.
Speedrunners hate him. Speedrunners hate him. 15 reasons why. People in the medical field hate this. Hate his secrets.
I never understood that advertisement.
I never clicked those links because those are obviously like virus filled and will infect your computer the second you even think about touching them.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to hell.
Right.
Wow. He bodied you. Use stand power, please.
Oh my gosh.
Please tell me you skipped all the...
I did skip the second go round in that dungeon.
Okay. Also, you're now limited to King Nothing.
Yep. He's
He
actually useful compared to Stray Cat, so his isn't that bad.
Well, he has actual strength compared to Stray Cat.
But yeah, but this guy doesn't have range.
Yeah, that's the only problem. You really need to be close. Which you've seen some of the enemies in this area. That's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Reminds me of.
It looks like he has a lot more combo potential, which does well against the moles.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me how in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, certain characters are only better in later chapters compared to when you first get them, like Vivian.
Yeah, although I use Bobbery more than Vivian, honestly.
Well, the issue is that Bobbery is the last party member you get, so I frequently only ever used either Vivian or Yoshi Jr.
You've never used Flurry, Goombella?
I used Goombella to identify enemies. I then, and if I really need to get crowd control done, I use Koops. And then I mostly stick to the Yoshi, because if you have the right badge setup in that game, You can destroy literally everything with the Yoshi.
Nobody talks about the flurry.
Well, Flurry is alright, but there weren't like cause there weren't too many situations where I absolutely needed her. Because again, the Yoshi can dominate.
The problem is that's true. The problem is with Flurry is that her final move is bugged.
Is it?
Yes, it's bugged. It doesn't give you a lot of. It's not as good as you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hey,
I just skipped that entire dungeon.
meanwhile, Haley is doing a happy dance.
What, where you going? Where you going?
No, what? No. What are you doing?
Oh no!
Go back.
Oh, don't tell me I'm being a greedy bitch.
You're being a greedy bitch.
You are being a greedy little bitch. Son of a bitch.
You whore. Stop being a whore.
Oh no, you have to get the pods here. No, you can't get the pods because
You don't
you're
get
stuck
the-
as this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't get the
You're
positive
stuck as
advantage.
Goro.
that's the thing with the with the whatchamacallit, with limited dungeons, is that you can't collect if you're stuck as a character. There are no items you can't collect any of the town building items, which there isn't any on the floors that you're limited. But that's just to tell you that, so you don't really have to worry about collecting treasure chests unless you really need food. Also, there's a mimic.
Nope.
Is it like a no? Is it like a king slime where it has an amazing crown and a
Yeah,
happy smile?
It's a mimic that can one-shot you if you're not careful.
We should play Dragon Quest.
Why are you fighting them? Haley, stop.
I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing?
What are you like? You're just kind of like.
Yeah, fuck that. Careful, that mole's gas can hit you.
Past how was the fish and bait worth it?
The treasure key. I wonder if treasure mimics are weak to treasure keys. Like you stick it in their guts and suddenly they die and they cough out the treasure.
That would make things so much easier.
And make things so much more laughable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Alright.
I honestly don't know why I kept all that in. I really should have cut.
Oh.
Another one of those. Again, like I brought up earlier, it's like the finale of Kingdom Hearts where I left in a pause for some random reason. Like I forgot to take out like a 10-second pause, and we just kind of sat there making like, Fonzie, like it's like you mastered the world. It's been more than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Because I was already making tons of Joe jokes with the editing.
Oh, you're almost dead. Your hammer is about to break. Is there a way to get a better hammer? Or
There is, and I think eventually.
eventually.
When I say eventually, that usually means
Never.
probably about 10 parts from now.
It probably means endgame.
Omaiwa mo shinduru.
Nani?
And then explosion. I can't even describe that explosion effect that happens.
Basically, basically at the pressure points, basically the body just tears itself apart.
Well, no, I'm talking about the sound effect, not the effect itself. Like the sound effect of his body exploding.
Oh, like a beer kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's like it reminds me of a defibrillator, like the heart stopping and all.
Mm-hmm. Nani?
Meanwhile, the flowers are just minding their own business, probably looking at their phones, reading Tumblr before you get close.
Sounds like me. Minus the Tumblr part. Minus the Tumblr part. I'm a Reddit man.
Now he can't even he can't even finish that post.
Yeah, I'm starting to see why I stuffed all of the dungeon crawling into this part, because I think I was starting to get annoyed by this dungeon.
Yeah, I could tell. Like,
That's
you're becoming a lot more impatient now.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh. Finally, a helpful buff. Oh, never mind.
Actually, the stamina buff was also pretty helpful. It increases your attack power.
Eat some bread.
Eat some bread. You need to put a little extra weight on. Eat your bread.
You got the throbbing cherry.
I can explain.
It just rips off the roof of the house.
I can explain.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. You know, in other dungeon crawling games, you know what would make this better?
What's that?
If these enemies would drop like health or stamina packs, then it will make the dungeons a lot more tolerable.
Yeah. We're going to be bringing up Pokemon Mystery Dungeon a lot, aren't we?
I've got a bad feeling when it's going to be parts over 30 minutes, it's going to be brought up a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we going to talk about?
True.
We can talk about the new God of War game that came out.
I've heard good things about it, but I haven't actually bought it. It was either get that or Ni no Kuni 2.
Boy! That's all I hear. That's all I hear on Twitter. Boy! That's all I hear.
Yeah.
That and King jokes. That and all the memes that came with it.
Yeah.
I think, maybe in, like, one of these parts we can show one of the memes.
Maybe.
Never forget. Maybe.
Maybe.
So,
I mean,
looks like your feather disappeared.
I mean, I already mentioned the webcomic of Booker of Booker eating everything he sees in front of him, or like the truth about FPSs.
I can't unsee BioShock Infinite the same way ever again.
It's true though.
I thought that cannibal plant poisoned you.
It just missed me.
Yeah, it just missed you. Ugh. What was that Earth Digger breathing out?
I don't think I'd get hit by it, so I'm not exactly 100% sure. If I was to guess, it'd probably be either an actual beam that will hurt you or gooey state.
Oh yeah,
okay.
the GUI stat, which reduces your movement speed.
That's just counterproductive.
Yes.
It's really annoying.
You got the red berry.
Okay, I think I've got all of them, so I don't need to actually attack anymore. But I've got this bad feeling that I'm going to be attacking more of them.
Yeah, but this is past Hal we're talking about.
Yep.
He's just gonna be a greedy little bitch. No offense, present Hal.
Yeah.
Past me says no, no, none taken.
Okay, I have to attack that one because he's in the way.
Yeah, or maybe you could, I don't know, go around. When he does a ranged attack, maybe.
Oh, doggos.
Ow.
Whack-a-mole me, would you?
Got all that cheese I've got.
I mean, has to use that cheese somehow. Oh, the shockwave actually can damage him while he's underground.
Huh.
No, it's not that great damage though.
Oh, it's because it's a freaking wooden hammer. You better repair that thing.
I am well prepared.
Who said Scottish people can't be well prepared?
I mean, remember their second best drink is Iron Brew,
That is true.
which
Their first drink.
Huh?
Their first drink is water.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I've been slowly tempted by Amazon to import Iron Brew.
I see. What kind of regional beers do you guys like? I can't handle Canadian beers, even though I live in Canada.
About to say, aren't you
That's
Kenyadan?
I'm not from Kenya. I'm from Canada.
In the mysterious land of Canada.
You got this guy worked the shiny stuff. You didn't need to get the red berry, nor did you need to get the.
I really didn't need to do most of that garbage.
Yeah.
You know, we need to. Scott Pilgrim versus the World is amazing. In the mysterious land of Canada.
Canada.
Of course.
Werewolves.
Oh gosh.
Tell me more about
You're
these
killing
werewolves.
people. You
Things
monster.
I can kill easily. You know, for the last defense of this place, it's not exactly defended well.
Are we fighting a day of the month? Are we fighting the day of the week?
Yeah,
guy
that's.
named
Oh.
A guy named Sunday.
Yeah, those are goblins. They're all named after different days of the week, and based on what goblin that name is, they have a different attack. One of them shoots poison darts at you.
Oh, so Sunday shoots poison darts at you.
Yes.
So that should probably symbolize something. Damn Japanese.
Damn Japanese. Oh gosh, that sounds awful. Well, oh well.
We just got a Jolly Rancher.
That was a attachment for the sword.
I know, but it looks like a Jolly Rancher. I want a Jolly Rancher now.
God,
I need food.
Jolly Ranchers haven't been in the UK for years.
Yep. Wait, hold on a sec, Mr. Werewolf.
Upgrade.
Yeah, the abs need work.
Alright.
Just 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Just need 5 more minutes.
Couple more minutes. I just need to beef up my sword. Don't worry about that.
So what makes the Wise Owl sword the best sword again?
It's not the best sword in the game, but it's the best sword at this point in the game.
What makes it the best sword at this point in the game?
Because when you build up into its next form, it's actually a really, really nice sword.
Oh, I could hear.
At
I could hear
least
the tent you are making in your pants, Haley.
it's not as amazing though as the toy gun becoming Ultima weapon in Dirge of Cerberus.
You know what? They should have done that for Kingdom Hearts. The Kingdom Key becomes freaking Ultima weapon.
Kingdom Hearts 3 idea.
I mean, they've done this with Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. You upgrade your Keyblades.
Yeah. You
Why
upgrade
couldn't you do that in Kingdom Hearts 1? I would have loved that idea.
I mean, who knows? That could be a thing in 3. You never know.
It might be a thing for 3.
Again, the day I see a release date on that, I see a true release date, I'm pre-ordering it.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's talk about the Game & Watch.
Yeah.
Of Kingdom Hearts.
It's the Disney Game & Watch.
What do you think?
I got a good laugh out of it.
I literally thought it was pretty funny, but everyone that I've seen in the comments, they're saying, "Oh, this wasn't Kingdom Hearts at all. This is what they spent 10 years making."
At this point, It's like I'm just waiting until E3 and see if we actually do get a release, because I heard supposedly we're getting a release date. Supposedly.
And then suddenly the game changes from Kingdom Hearts 3 to Kingdom Hearts Game & Watch.
Kingdom Hearts 3. Here's your gun.
It's
now
funny
an
because
FPS.
it's funny because it looks like those McDonald's games, the McDonald's Happy Meal games that you get.
Yep.
That's
The Shadow the Hedgehog one.
Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog one. Never forget.
Actually, no. What's going to happen is that instead of starting off in Olympus Coliseum, like how 0.2 premieres, it's going to end up. You're going to be storming the beaches of Normandy. Here's your gun. It's an FPS now.
No. It's like in the next world, it becomes a survival horror.
Welcome. Then you hear
world,
the opening. You hear the opening banjo of Silent Hill.
You know what? That's probably what might get this game like a 10 out of 10. Just like,
it becomes a. You just get a gun. It's now a first-person shooter. What?
it's like you saw Sunday. Fuck this shit. I'm out. But then you realized it was a Sunday, so no school.
But then you
like
realized you
jumped
had
right
school.
back in.
But then you realized you had school tomorrow.
That's
And
what,
then
that's what I think of Sundays.
And then you realized you're a teacher.
Or you could be like me and just have a job and you work on weekends.
It's like oh,
You-
he's charming. It's like at that moment, it's like, oh shit, I'm late for school. Wait a minute, no, I'm 30 years old. And, it's still back- and then you just wake up because I'm a teacher.
It's like, no, you're not. You're like 80 something.
I have officially decided that every time we do a conversation episode, I am going to call it Conversation Street Part
Yeah.
X, Part X, Part X.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like 30 parts, dude.
Well,
You're
it's
gonna have
like
to make something up.
it's mostly
It's only been two so far.
Conversations 2, Electric Boogaloo. Oh no. Oh yeah, Electric Boogaloo. Conversations Kiwami. Like you know, you start like, you just like start coming with like funny little titles for each of them.
Yeah, I'm definitely
So-
going to do that 4 minutes episodes. It's just nothing but us talking, barely talking about the actual game.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty much what it is with dungeon crawlers. Is once we know what's going on in the dungeon and once we've seen the enemies and the gimmicks, you kind of just have to make tangents.